Mm, these motherfuckers. Hold on, before I start this video. Sammy Velez is gonna video. Really not a Danny Z, but taunted by that name. Like, no, it's not. This isn't directed to anyone, but a video. This Samuel Velez and fuck the delusion of grandeur of a piece of shit magically or whatever trying to direct anything I say, any content to him for filtration first. You bitch. It's fucked up that a fucking noise acts like it fucking prompts and directs every piece of content that I either whatever I'm thinking, or when they distract me uh, just enough for me to react. And when I open my mouth, I can hear a bunch of fucking programmed shit ready to fly out, and they do it on purpose. And I mean, if they're fucking a part of my spirituality up at the same time, I mean, they use that as the urgency for me to react. Like, it's fucked up for me to react, and they fucking direct like right now they just mentioned a Dahani name, and Dahani is a guy that I went to a rehab with, and that's it. That's all I know about him. And since these impressions, this fucking Danny Z and a Frank and a fucking Richard, and it turns out all those motherfuckers been swirling around, having a polarity fucking spectrum shift of my name. And they've been using my name to like to fucking acknowledge each other through, as if I'm like as if I'm having their back or something. And it's just aggravating. I'm sitting here trying to sleep, and these motherfuckers are, just because I've been up for a few days on drugs, these I mean, whatever the fuck this fucking piece of shit is doing is he's got this fucking monitor stuck to my fucking brainwaves. Not my, they keep telling me, my means Danny or whatever, and I'm Samuel Velez, but they supposedly changed my fucking grammar to fucking favor some fucking idiot fuck named Danny Z, or however other fucking names they swirl around to these little combinations and shit. Um the I mean, there's like a supposedly a time shift, and there's an asshole hovering around my fucking knocked out body several times, possibly conjuring and tricking something inside of me to fucking think that it's that he's me or something. I don't know. I mean, they'll taunt me every once in a while and say, and even though I'm expressing myself, it's as if whatever I'm expressing or thinking or feeling, a piece of fucking shit. Let's assume in the 1990s, there's a piece of fucking dog shit who's not even me, but pretending to have my name, is utilizing something or something, and supposedly tricked something inside of me, like my spirit or something, to think it's him, to think he's me, and then supposedly tricked it into thinking that me, the one laying there, was him, and that he felt some sort of self-righteous way and decided to put his project his image onto me and use whatever's in me to cast, like him pretending it's me, and casting some intruder into hell or something, but like putting his image on me supposedly, and then doing it through me, and then just I don't know if that muted my consciousness out of something. And supposedly, while Samuel Velez is going through life and installing floors and feeling some type of weird way about his surroundings, supposedly it accentuated a Danny, some asshole that like knocked me out twice or whatever. Supposedly it's been accentuating him in another way, like some spirit, or like weird, like on another whatever. And as I'm expressing this in this video, they're programming shit to come out of my throat. Oh, the next thing I say, so what else do you want to say today? So what else do you want? That shit's coming out of my fucking throat right now. Like they're directing whatever I'm recording in this video towards some fucking dip fuck. And I never used to hear this the first 3 fucking years. I didn't hear this. But all the other instigating, irritating shit that I would hear, I'd get tortured for. But they would pressure me to fucking hear, like get me to focus, and then make something within me feel the focus. But if my awareness is blocked out from like blocked out from a certain part of spirituality, there could be, these other impressions are like describing inside of me. They're describing, oh, now I'm gonna lift my hand. Okay, now I'm gonna go my, or they get arrogant and they, oh, when he closes his eyes, this means this. Oh, when he opens his mouth, this means, just stupid ass shit. And it's off of my movements. And they, I mean, I don't know everything. I don't know all of what they were insinuating, but they just started torturing me and then just treating me like I know what I'm doing. And in the background, I could hear something trying to teach some or tell someone something about themselves. But there's these impressions like intruders pretending to be me. And I guess in between all of that, they were listening. They were listening and cupcaking, and then they'll distract me on purpose sporadically. And as soon as I like start thinking like, man, what the fuck? They act like they went back like 1 second in time on a virtual plane or something. They act like they went back a second in time and then start all over from that point on. Like every argument I make, every fucking whatever, they just keep doing something over and over, like just based off something that they're pretending they're me, and they learned that I, or whatever, that supposedly I learned something, but they keep treating me like some fucking piece of shit named Danny Zuniga. And his fucking stupid banter sounds programmed out of my neck to me. And when I'm expressing myself, I don't know how they just in an instant, like a shift over to a piece of fucking dog shit. What I'm fucking expressing, supposedly coming out of a virtual fucking dog shit motherfucker with my name, but his fucking face or somewhere else. And my face, Samuel Velez, expressing myself and visualizing a piece of fucking dog shit somewhere else with a pasted fucking whatever, like an image of this fucking face expressing what I'm expressing right now over his fucking piece of shit ass. So that probably explains why I be yelling, screaming, and crying, and no fucks given. Like it's as if there's just like they don't give a fuck. As if there's a team of assholes attacking a piece of shit named Danny. And my chest is hurting right now. It's been hurting constantly for the last half hour while I'm trying to go to sleep. They keep distracting me, and it's hard to go to sleep. And I don't think they want me to go to sleep. They want to. They're trying to trick something into thinking that I'm a piece of shit, like kind of like entity or whatever, that doesn't sleep or whatever and doesn't shut the fuck up. And the imposter, who's a piece of fucking dog shit, regurgitating what I'm regurgitating, and I could prove it. Like every time I fucking say something, something else will say. And yeah, my movements, my fucking my movements, anything I'm about to do, something seems to describe it. And it makes me curious, because if something in here, if they keep telling me that they're doing something over or whatever, and something gets amnesia, and it goes from me yelling and screaming and they don't give a fuck to me still not having any report. I mean, no connection with this bullshit, but sounding like an authority on this shit from the years, like 5 years almost, of just the sporadic bullshit. And then, I mean, even without hearing this shit, you could second guess what the fuck they're probably gonna do or whatever. And then they act stupid and they pretend like they're showing something. Hey, look, how does this guy know so much? How does he know? And I just keep yelling and screaming. It's like a fucking nightmare, man. It's like a fucking nightmare. And right now they just said, what do I want to say to Amber? That, or some dumb shit. Right now while I'm making this video. It's crazy. It's some weird ass shit. And for something to make it look like I'm awake and constantly talking all day, every day. And then once in a while, something sounds like, because I'm Samuel Velez, and that's my awareness as I make this video. But something always sounds like it's reacting to me in vital moments and in important things that should be straightened out. And something else is constantly probably verbalizing and talking as if they're me, or as if I'm someone else, another name, as if I'm someone named Danny, yet using my Samuel Velez thoughts and whatever ways of thinking to fucking lick something's balls inside of here. Because if something in here is saying, I'm getting ready to do this, I'm looking at that, then that means something in here is aware of me and it doesn't hear me. But that's recorded on video. And that is a very key point in why a lot of people that are being fucked with and they just cry and yell and nothing, because they're trying to steal their identity, or without them knowing, like without me knowing, identify me as someone else, but make me feel as who I really am, while reactions out of nowhere kind of make me feel like something's trying to interact with me when they're not. Or another impression may be under the impression that it's interacting with me and it's not. And on this end, how can I convey? And then guilt trips to the awareness of Samuel Velez. But I'm treated like a Danny bitch. getting heart attacks and chest pains, and hearing it get fucking directed or commanded through my motherfucking throat. No, Samuel Velez said his fucking just any plus this fucking polarity, man. This asshole like attaches his fucking name and creates this teeter-tottering thing, like where if I'm saying something negative, he fucking mentions to himself, oh well down here, oh well, in this polarity, there's nothing wrong. This is this and that. This isn't. I don't. This is bullshit. He's like a fucking narcissistic, fucking leechy, fucking rapist, fucking worm, just like breathing, you know, like making me fucking snap through my awareness. That's why they do it. They fucking do that shit because my awareness of myself is reacting, and I'm not aware that. Oh, even though it's really, there's this other extension of a piece of fucking dog shit name that seems to be what other impressions react to or something. You know, I'm sitting here like mad as fuck at this impression, and other noises will sound like they're mad at it too. And in my mind, I'm just like, yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking this guy's an asshole. And then, boom, I'm getting heart attacks and chest pains because that asshole, I guess, these noises keep seeing that or that target or whatever on me. And for 3 years, without even knowing, I'm yelling, kicking, and screaming. And just to notice that some shit keeps regurgitating. I mean, no matter what, like regurgitating or whatever. So whoever the fuck is describing what the fuck I'm doing, or when I'm crying, or when I'm doing it every fucking second, and verbalizing my fucking thoughts and all whatever kind of shit, and adding dumbass shit in there to begin with, probably, it's fucked up. And they do that. They either react on purpose so that your argument gives the character that they're copying some content, some material to work with. and when you, and then on top of that, when you feel antagonized at the same time, it's who you're being accused of talking shit to your impression. Your impression that's probably across the way in some point in time, maybe, and regurgitating what's being said right now. And that's pretty sad. That's like right now, just fuck Sammy V, fuck a Danny, fuck whatever. Like, they just like right now. I mean, they don't seem to give a fuck. And another noise just said, hey, piece of shit, fucking Danny, who has that extension of a Sammy V, because he's probably been passing himself off as me, as a Sammy V, and then like switch back to his name, like back and forth. Who knows? I don't know, like to trick things or whatever. That's a fucking fucked up boggle there. And I'm trying to go to sleep, and I guess I'm still kind of high from the drugs. And think what you may, YouTube world, public, whoever sees this public video that I'm gonna post, and it's not any dialogue directed towards anyone, but I was clean and sober before these noises started fucking with my head. like 5-6 months into it is when I started doing it. And I'm still being attacked right now. I don't hear what's going on, but I'm sure they make it seem like I'm competent. They probably make it seem like everything I'm expressing right now is being expressed out of a piece of fucking dog shit that doesn't even look like me, but is using my name like some Sammy V or some stupid ass some fucking piece of shit trying to confuse something in here. I mean, if something in here hears a noise saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that now, I'm going to do this, I'm doing it, then it's trying to split the awareness from here to thinking that some fucking piece of dog shit is the one. I mean, something that's right inside of here. If remote neuromonitoring grabs that part of your consciousness from in here and shrouds it up there in a different fucking platform, but I'm hearing bits and pieces of this shit, that's fucked up. That's fucked up for something within here, but could be split on a different fucking like platform or virtual fucking parallel little fucking reality or whatever. If my movements or whatever are projected over somewhere through someone else, and that person is constantly trying to prove that that's them. I cry here. I get prodded and poked, and I cry right here in the year 2020. And some fucking dildo packing fuckface is, I mean, the noise that says, oh, I'm going to close my, oh, now I'm going to lay down. Oh, I'm the one just staring at the wall. And that means, he'll make some stupid ass fucking confirmation. I'm staring at the wall. And that means that blah, blah, a bunch of fucking dumbass self-serving fucking shit. Shit. What else? Yeah. So anyone out there going through this bullshit, man? Anyone going through this bullshit? Just most likely when you feel something's talking back to you or reacting to you, it's probably a game where they're using your identity, rerouting it, and possibly tricking something spiritual inside of you. Possibly trying to trick it. And that's fucked up. And I think that's what they do. I think they trick it. They swap, like, do something to where they make it seem like your actual physical body and your fucking 12-hour a day of awareness fucking reality, and then sleeping another however long throughout those cycles, as if your physical body and your whatever, they want to attach it into that. And then when you're not talking or reacting, something just picks up from there without your awareness, and probably keeps shit going. And you don't even know it. But periodically, in between, something will just, get your attention. Just enough for you to whatever. And then another noise will be like, another noise will be like, see how he's listening? See, he's okay. Well, now that we got to say, okay. And then they'll assume that you're, I don't know what it is that they would trick to make it assume that your impression or your input or whatever is still going on or something. Because the impression that's antagonizing me, the fuckface Danny that accuses me of being Danny while he pretends to be or whatever, acts like still himself. Because there's like a Sammy V and then a Sammy, a Sam, and they all seem to branch off onto other impressions and not have anything to do with what's going on in here, in myself. And I've looked up at I could be crying or whatever, and no fucks given. And at the same time at the same time, while I'm making this fucking video and I look up at the sky, anyways, some other whatever, something just, I don't know, it sounded like some fucking ball licking fucking uh uh some fucking ball licking happy fucking ending glorious fucking shit someone would say as a positive affirmation for themselves or something. But it was probably fuckface acting like me saying look at me. Well, yeah, like I could be just crying or whatever, and then my vision, I'll look up, and then something like some fucking weird, like other shit was going on, or um, anyway, just so much fucking whatever. And this isn't directed towards anyone, and I don't even know if something's making me sound like a Danny or a Sammy V or myself, Samuel Velez, and uh, hopefully this sheds some light on the YouTube community and YouTube. Anyways, when I get taunted and prodded, all this video, a 30-minute video, something else. It's as if I like, wow. I mean, good thing I don't like have an idea of who to convey this to in other levels. Like I didn't develop some reporter where I'm fighting to get through to something. No, nothing like that. But just noticing how they like make you feel like you're invisible and you don't exist, and I mean, like a cat pawing a fucking like a mouse, letting it, I guess, like run a little bit and then pop at its leisure, like just pop, 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 just boom, 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 and this is the wrong species to do that to, man. There's so much substance to us, man. That this is disrespectful. I mean, I don't know what a cricket or a praying mantis or a beetle or a bumblebee in a jar or in a little thing, roused to fucking, I don't know, fight another fucking bug or something, or I don't know. I don't know how special life is, or how insect would view life if something constantly, like if the fucking praying mantis is just sitting there and a noise probably fucks with it in his little praying mantis voice, like, oh, that's me just sitting there with my hands in that position. I'm about to open my fang plate razors, and just lick my wings real quick and just do a quick rinse off of my ligaments. I mean, I wonder if a praying mantis will be like, hey, motherfucker, who the fuck are you? And then another praying mantis noise, what are you gonna do, babe? What are you gonna do, babe? Or some stupid shit. Or when it's about to fly, with a little praying mantis piece of fucking dog shit. Maybe there's like a praying mantis coveting his fucking wing pattern or something, and like down the ravine, and it wants to be recognized as that motherfucking praying mantis. And there's a little praying mantis fucking virtual little spiritual warfare between the insects, and they're just like, oh, or something. Anyways, that's the boggle I want to share before I forget. And the fact that possibly all day, every day, I don't know where this character or my reputation is being assassinated for me to defend myself because when I do, just a bunch of garbage comes out. I can just it just slowly the stigma of making you feel like anything like just is being addressed and fucking just rerouted and creating conversations with people. And if there's people talking back and you can't hear it, then a fuck face, something's just sitting there just grubbing on all this whatever you call it, like I don't know. Um and that's what pisses me off. That something makes me feel like I'm all when it's shit like this, something like this, or I'd probably be less lonely. But that's I'm just mad that something must have did something for so fucking long and exploited something or something and fucking fucked my life up. Hey, hearing the noise saying it's making wishes or some shit. Supposedly I did it, but uh, well, that's what I would think. I would think something would blame me, but I keep forgetting they have that fucked up, stupid fucking hue they want to fucking identify me as. So, wow, the fuck face who may have just like affected my life, what, put his fucking shrouded his shit right here like a target in front of me? That's some fucked up shit. Hmm. Um oh there's no her thinking like at this very moment what the fuck could be, and I don't, it's sad because I feel like I should know some shit and adjust my attitude, but I just have to like I there's just no there's no it's hard to explain. Like a bank account of time spent with anything or anyone or the illusion of something. Just myself. And these motherfuckers think it's a fucking joke to fucking keep imposing. Oh, he sounds like this person. To keep imposing other people's fucking names to I don't know, to shroud who the original impressions, the Danny and the Frank and the Rich, and then other girls' names that I didn't even talk to, but the male names, the ones I react to, and then once in a great fucking while, a female voice. I mean, once in a great while. I mean, it makes me even wonder. I'm like, damn, that shit out of nowhere. Oh, maybe the fucking asshole impersonating me is running out of material uh, or needs some new content or some focus to fucking make it so that it can fucking tell something within here. Oh, I'm focusing over here. I could be crying and the motherfuckers are crying over there pretending I could be hurting. And another impression's like, oh. And then they make me fucking feel guilty when I front this shit off on video. They fucking make me feel, or maybe they're making the other impression, whichever impression I sound like in some fucking other fucking noise world that they may be portraying me as. They wouldn't. Um, but maybe this is part of what I'm explaining. Is part of how, in a deeper spiritual sense, the awareness in here that, I mean, never had my undivided attention, but some other shenanigans of other shit based off my thoughts and my reactions, being tricked or like split, like the awareness of something else being they're trying to split it and reroute it and gradually and slowly based on names and addressing people and what it feels it's positioning where it is to slowly, like in this weird ass way, like if I'm hurting and I'm like, ow, well, something in here would probably feel that, ow. But if something continuously says, oh no, you know, wanting to, if through this technology, like splitting the, like going through someone's make something in here feel like it's happening over there, like it's happening somewhere else, because something keeps saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna scratch my nose, that's me doing this, I'm about to cough, I'm about to grab my nuts, I'm scratching my butt right now. Oh, I gotta do that because this is my. They act like that, like this is their, and they're trying to make sure there's no. Well, I'm treated like the piece of shit in my own fucking body, so they're trying to treat me like a fucking imposter, like an intruder in my own fucking body. Like I'll be crying or something, and another impression somewhere else will be, oh, that's me, I'm crying. So if something about me, my thoughts, my brain, all these vitals are cut off, if they're muted from something vital here that should be going on here in my awareness, me, and just something else, a personal relationship with the fabric or the fifth dimension or the superconscious fucking energy that's who knows where it is in a mysterious way. I'm not asking questions. I'm not trying to get the fucking answers and shit like that. I just want to know the wrong and opposite. The opposite fucking shit of what I express. So they, whatever it is, it's a fucking asshole. And that's just fucked up for something to be within here and something else getting its attention, telling it, oh, I'm doing it. And then, oh, no, so, because I'll be crying and I don't hear, there ain't no nothing. It's like crickets. It's like a noise, like something in the distance sounding like it wants to make me cry again, to trick something or to try to call things down in my name. And then like create the impression. I mean, that's how I feel, that they hoodwink something. And then if they're using my name, my impression, they're fucking assholes. And I'm mad at the Danny or whoever, the extortionist that would be that would be the one to have the mentality to, like, he's an asshole like that. But if they are using my name and their fucked up fucking temple putting just my name and my credibility of my S right there, like, and then while I'm crying here and yelling here, projecting it somewhere else and saying, oh, come down, I need, or whatever, and then tricking stuff or whatever. That's not what I'm used. That's not what that's bullshit. And what the fuck else? What the fuck? I don't know. I'm sure it'll come in. I'm just irritated by how I'm starting to catch on how how fucked up these impressions will just keep fucking with me and getting me to react. And supposedly there's some functions or something, and it's just fucked up. It's fucked up. And then another noise in the background. Oh, he doesn't know how good he has. Oh, he has no idea what. Well, they're making that shit come out of my mouth to myself, or to the imposter wearing my name, I guess, or a name similar to mine, out of my mouth. Like if I'm the Danny asshole saying it, it's fucking fucked up. And like, just, I just react to this fucking dumb shit, and they just keep accusing me of listening. Like I've been, and I could slowly over the years, it gradually seems like what their agenda, their smear campaign, or framing me, seems to be kind of seeming like it does. Um, because over time I react a little more here and there, a little more, and every time I react a little more, and I'm like a deer in the headlights, and I'm staring. That's when a fucking noise says, look at him, he's listening. He ain't supposed to be listening." I'm like, what the fuck? But then there's all the like weird shit going on pertaining to my movements that seems urgent for me to defend myself. But first 3 years, whatever, however long I edited, all the shit must have got edited and maybe muted or whatever. And I just feel bad for a part of my soul or my spirit that other things can be like hoodwinking something spiritual. And these noises bragging about remote neural monitoring, they brag about it as if that technology is conflicting with other spiritual energies. And that I if there, even if I made a like suggested a wish for that type of situation, I would hopefully like manipulating or editing to oh, I think a noise says they don't seem to make wishes until I'm like crying or really really stressed out to where something feels this, and they try to ask for Nikes and Jordans and fucking dildos in their fucking ass and dainty little fucking treats. And if they do it as if it's me, they're making me look like a fucking fag and a fucking ungrateful piece of shit. I don't even like the Sammy, the impression of me that something has portrayed. And the fucking Danny's or whoever, this fucking asshole, a bully that from my past that I mean, throughout life, I never felt like this about him. Because it's been 20 years since I blacked out around them and blah, blah, blah. So throughout that time, I've been I'm oblivious and just treated them. If they were this harsh to me back then, I didn't treat them like that. I just was their friend and never thought anything bad about them. And if they were in my head and had some fucking keep it at 100 stupid fucking monitor on me telling them what I'm thinking or whatever, oh well, they didn't hear much. All they probably heard was how full of shit they may have been in certain situations. That's all. That's my personal private thoughts. I don't shoot it out at them, and I was being courteous. I've been courteous to these people. And now it's 2020 and I'm over here snapping because something childish or whatever. And I hope that my animosity isn't being projected out of my fucking face or my head 20 years ago, making them creating the fucking ambiance, creating this illusion of that would make me look like I'm self-righteous, like I'm two-faced. That would make me look like that if the anger and rage that I fucking ooze out towards the impressions of people I hung out with a long time ago, that if this is being projected over there now, back then, in the midst of, while I'm hanging around them, that's like the most fucked up fucking cruel trick and fucked up framing package to accommodate them and give them a reason to, if they did carry out some dumb shit on me or treated me a certain way, that would I mean, that's all I could think. I can only imagine that that's uh it's a fucking trip. So I don't know. I just hope whatever's being a fucking dickhead, um, I don't know how. I wouldn't know how to phrase this if I express that one way. The dickhead or whoever acting like me says that the opposite, supposedly, like the opposite, it seems to polarize in whatever. But I call bullshit. They're full of shit because I whatever I be expressing, if I thought of that little detail, just for the heck of it, I would try to like um, see if um, if that's how it is, whether I wanted to or not. I just would, and then sometimes it would stay the same, but just a different name. Like if it accommodates a fucking piece of shit pretending to be me or whatever, it doesn't change. But if it's something that, if it was to polar opposite, if it was gonna affect them, it's as if they just for. I mean, it's a trip, and while I'm sitting here just going through the effects or the whatever, reacting to stuff, or how I've morphed into how I am due to possibly this shit in my past. Um, I mean, it's sad because when I cry and when I feel empty and I cry and literally like feel a fucking like a spooky, empty, teeth chattering, horrific, deep fucking loneliness, man. And fuck, I forgot the point I was gonna make. Um,